food, variety, materials, and sources. We need energy to carry out different activities. We also need different materials for growth and development of our body. For example, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. The materials required for energy, growth, and development are nutrients. Basically, the materials required for growth and maintenance of our body are called nutrients. Food is the basic source of nutrients. The nutritious things which we eat for obtaining the nutrients is called food. There are variety of food. For example, fruits, vegetables, cereals, eggs, meat, fish, and dairy products. However, a single food does not provide all the nutrients. Therefore, we mix all these items to prepare a food dish. For example, dal is a famous Indian food dish which is mixture of pulses, water, salt, oil, and spices. The materials used to prepare a dish are called ingredients. Sambar is the famous South Indian dish. The main ingredients of this dish are tamarind broth, lentils, and vegetables. Can you tell me what are the ingredients of cooked rice? It just needs two ingredients, that are raw rice and water. Similarly, chapati needs wheat flour, water, and oil. We see variety of food dishes in different regions of India. Here are some of the famous dishes in these regions. Try to find out the ingredients used to prepare these dishes. Now, tell me, from where we obtain the food ingredients to prepare a dish? Primarily, the food ingredients are obtained from plants and animals. From plants, we obtain grains, fruits, vegetables, etc. For obtaining these materials, same kind of plants are grown in an area. We call it as agriculture. The plants grown in agricultural area are called crop. The crop used to obtain food is called food crop. Animals are also sources of food. We obtain milk, meat, eggs, chicken, fish, etc. from animals. Often we produce different food items from a single kind of food. For example, milk is used to prepare dairy products like butter, cream, cheese, and curd. So I hope you understood what is food, varieties in food, and sources from which these are obtained. Thanks for watching this video. Have a look at range of courses available in variety of formats only on learnfatafat.com. Your favorite course is waiting for you. So hurry up and get it now. Sources of food. Food is necessary for the growth and maintenance of our body. We obtain food from plants and animals. We use different parts of the plants as food. For example, we use roots of plants like sweet potato, carrot, radish, beetroot, turnip, etc. as food. We use stem of plants like potato, onion, sugarcane, ginger, garlic, turmeric, etc. as food. Similarly, we use leaves of plants like cabbage, spinach, onion leaves, etc. as food. Flowers look beautiful, Flowers of some plants are also used as food. For example, the sweet preserve known as rose petal jam, locally called gulkand, is prepared from rose petals. Similarly, flowers of plants like cauliflower, jasmine, sunflower are also used as food. We all like fruits. Some are sweet, some are sour. They are also our food. Examples are apple, banana, watermelon, guava, mango, grapes, etc. Seeds are a very important part of our food. Most of the seeds are in the form of food grains. Example, wheat, rice, maize, jowar, etc. From the seeds of plants like soybean, groundnut, mustard, we obtain edible oil. We all eat food made from sprouts. Do you know how do we obtain sprouts? These are basically obtained from seeds. The seeds of plants such as moong, chana or soybean are kept in a vessel having bigger opening. Put sufficient water in the vessel. Keep it as it is for a day. The next day, remove water completely from the vessel. Now put the seeds over wet cloth and cover them with the cloth. After a day, you will see white structures coming out of the seeds. Here we say that the seeds are sprouted. If you did not find the structures, wash the seeds with water and keep them covered in a wet cloth for next day. The sprouted seeds provide much more nutrients than raw seeds. So can you now help your mother to make delicious dishes with the sprouted seeds? You must try it. Till now, we spoke about the plant parts as food. Now we will understand how do we obtain food from animals. We obtain milk from animals such as cow, buffalo, goat, sheep, etc. From milk, we prepare various dairy products such as cheese, curd, butter, etc. We obtain eggs from chicken, duck, turkey, etc. We obtain meat from goat, sheep, chicken, etc. Most of the population rely on seafood for the food. Seafood is obtained from fish, prawns, crabs, etc. We obtain honey from honeybees. Bees collect sweet juice from flowers called nectar. They store nectar in their living place called beehives. From beehives, we obtain honey. You must have seen beehives hanging on the tree. Don't disturb the bees. They are very strict towards their enemies. Their bite is very dangerous. So I hope you understood this topic very well. Thanks for watching this video. Visit learnfatafat.com for more such interesting videos. You can now download Learn Fatafat Android app for better learning. You can also buy your favorite course in the form of DVD, pen drive, SD card or tablet phone. Types of animals based on food habits. All living organisms need food. Do all of them eat plants? No. Based on their food habits, we can classify them into different categories like herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Herbivores. Herb means plants and vores means eaters. The animals which obtain their food only from plants are called herbivores. Examples are goat, cow, horse, deer, giraffe, butterfly, etc. They have flat and broad teeth which help them to pull the plant leaves and grind them. These animals first eat food and fill their stomach. When they are relaxed, they bring the food back into the mouth for chewing it properly. The process of chewing the food by bringing it into mouth from the stomach is called rumination. Butterfly and hummingbird have a straw-like shape with which they suck the sweet juice called nectar from the flowers. Carnivores. Carn means meat and vores means eater. So, the animals which obtain their food only from other animals, that is, in the form of meat, are called carnivores. Example: lion, tiger, fox, eagle, snake, spider, shark, etc. For tearing the flesh, they have sharp and pointed teeth, sharp claws, and very strong jaws. They chew flesh with strong back teeth. Carnivore birds such as eagle have curved, pointed beaks for tearing the flesh. Some animals such as chameleon catches insects with their long tongue. Omnivores. Omni means all and vores means eaters. The animals which obtain their food from plants as well as other animals are called omnivores. Example: human, bear, raccoon, crow, chicken, lizards, rats, etc. They have different kinds of teeth which helps them to eat plants as well as flesh. Omnivorous birds have sharp and pointed beak for eating both plants as well as small insects. Besides these three main categories, there are other animals such as parasites, scavengers, and decomposers. Parasites are the animals which live on or in the other animal's body and obtain nutrients from their body. For example, tapeworms, fleas, bacteria, virus, protozoa such as Plasmodium, etc. Scavengers are the animals such as vulture, which feed on dead animals or plants. Decomposers are the animals such as bacteria, which decomposes or breaks down complex organic materials such as dead parts of animals and plants, waste materials, etc. into simple inorganic substances such as iron, nitrogen. These materials goes into soil and becomes available for plants as nutrients. So I hope you understood this topic very well. Thanks for watching this video.